This is Chef Raymond. I would like to invite you tonight for an evening of glitter and black tie affair, which consists of special hors d'oeuvres with some French and some a little Spanish and different hors d'oeuvres. Let me go to my first hors d'oeuvre that I'm going to make, and that's going to be crepes Suzettes. This crepes that I've already prepared so that I wouldn't have to waste so much time doing, I have my stuff done here. This is a cream cognac sauce which I made. It's got brandy and a little cream and cheese, so that gives that flavor to the crab meat when I mix it in with fresh celery. Then we're going to take all this and mix it together. And then and here's the crepes which I prepared already in advance so that I wouldn't have to waste time. So here's what I do with them. I take the crab meat and I stuff it here, and then I roll them so that everything is inside. There's one. So let's do another one. You always want to, if you prepare your crepes, you always want to take and put them on wax paper so that they won't stick together. Here's another nice crepe. So what you want to do is, like I said before, take it and you want to fill it. So you've got this nice cream sauce in there. And it either makes a very good dinner, or you else can use it for an hors d'oeuvre. And you take it and you roll it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in half, because these are going to be served as an hors d'oeuvre this evening. So you just want them, just to have a taste of it. And then I'll heat the cognac sauce up, and then I'll just layer a sauce over it. So this is when I cut them in half, and I'll put them in a pan, because I want to reheat them. I want them to be served warm. These have to be served warm. And as you can see, I'm ready for my evening this evening. I have these already cut and ready to go. So all I have to do is just take them out, place them on a beautiful tray, and put the cream cognac sauce over them. So this is one of my first appetizers for the evening. So we'll go on to the next one. This is puff pastry dough. So what I do is try to stretch it out a little bit. So this is going to be a special hors d'oeuvre too. This is made of fresh spinach, garlic, and a very good olive oil. You saute the garlic and the spinach till it's cooked, but you don't want to cook it too much because you're going to be recooking it again. So the garlic and the spinach and a little bit of cheese, then we'll just, and this is my puff pastry dough which I have prepared here, and I'm going to make this is a filling for this. So I'll pour this into here, all this spinach. You want to try to layer it around. So now you see I've got all this spinach is laid out on the puff pastry dough. So now I'm going to take an assortment of cheese, which we'll put plenty in here to make it really have a nice flavor. And then we'll try to mix it up a little bit so it'll all melt into your spinach. Okay, and then you're going to take your second layer of pastry dough and you're going to lay that on top of this. And as you can see, it's making like a pie. So you can either, in my case, I like to take it and fold it over and pinch it, so it'll seal everything inside. So what I do is I'll pinch it all the way around to make a flute edge, which makes it very, very pretty when you want to serve it. And you just twist this up a little bit, and this is going to seal all that right inside there. So one and over, and between your fingers, you take it and you flute it. This way it seals everything inside, and that way it doesn't leak out. So you have a beautiful appetizer with this, an hors d'oeuvre, whatever you want to use it for. Right, all the way around. And you up here, pinch it all the way through. in a case of puff pastry dough, you really don't have to take it and make holes in it, because puff pastry dough, what it does is when it cooks, it rises. So you have to put this in an oven for 450 to 400 degrees, but you have to make sure you watch it, because usually sometimes it takes about 10 minutes and sometimes it takes about 15. So you want to make sure that the is nice and golden when it's finished. And all the spinach, like inside again, is cooked. So all you're going to do is just melt the cheese down and cook your pastry dough. So for my next dessert, it'll be roasted potatoes stuffed with sour cream and caviar and chives. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to chop my chives. Always use fresh stuff. Try to get fresh chives. There you got the chives all chopped here. And you set those aside. Then you boil your little potatoes. Usually use a white, and then I also use a red potato, which is the red here. And I'll show you, I usually cut the bottoms off, and then I cut it in half. Then I have this little thing here, and I try and take some of the potato out of there, so that you don't want to take too much of it, because caviar is, you just want to give them a little taste of the caviar, because they're going to have the potato. That's a white potato, and then you've got the roast red potatoes. So you've got two varieties of potatoes. There's that one, and of course the red one. So then you take them, and we're going to put them on a plate here so that will make it look better. Then first you take your sour cream and you stuff it in. We'll do a few of these. Always, make it look, you want to make everything look appetizing, so. Then, there you go, there's some. Then you take your caviar, which is a black caviar, or you can use a red caviar. It's all up to the individual, but you see how you put that on there? You just lay it on top. There's a little bit too much on this one, but I'll take some off. And you can reverse this if you want. You can put the caviar first, and then the sour cream on top. And then you're going to have your color. See, and you just put your chives on top, and there's your wonderful dessert. You just want to put a few chives. So let's try it the other way. So let's stuff it with the caviar first. So you got your caviar inside. Then we'll put your sour cream on top. And see the difference? You'll have your chives on top of the